Hey everyone, Mr. Cinema Junkie here with a video response to a question that was posted to me as a comment by Mr. David Rediger. He asked me what mask did I prefer on Jason, the sack from part 2 or the hockey mask from parts 3 on, which is a great question. I've never been asked this question before. Not one time. No one's ever asked me, which Jason did you prefer? Let alone what mask you wore. So, I didn't want to just comment and answer that way. I'm going to make a little video about it. You want the short answer? Nah. Here's the thing. It cannot be denied that the hockey goalie mask stands for Jason now. You go to any Halloween shop during Halloween, you go and check the masks. If there is a hockey mask, whether it's that cheap stamped out plastic deal with the little bars for the mouth and the holes for the eyes, and it's flat and has a little rubber band to hold it in place, or the more elaborate three-digit price tag Hollywood replica hockey mask, it all stands for one guy and one guy only, Jason. Although there have been other movies where I've seen goalie masks used, and used quite well and quite effectively, and I think the best of these was Lord High Humongous in the movie The Road Warrior. That was a mask. That really got the point across. The mask symbolizes a lot of things: protection, strength, mystery. I mean, the thing's designed to stop a puck from smashing your face into. So, if someone's wearing that and they come after you, you can't really take too many face shots on them, and hope to, hope to get your point across. So, what mask do I prefer? Well, you said that you thought the sack was creepier. You said you thought it was a better mask. You thought that was the one that was better than the hockey mask. And I gotta tell you, you're right. You're absolutely right. Because not only was that mask creepier, scarier, more mysterious, more raw, it was original as far as the franchise was concerned. It only got used one time. They didn't use it in part 1. They didn't use it in any part after that. Unless you count the brief little throwback to part 2 when they started part 3, when they pulled the mask off of him. Or when they showed him, at the very end of part 2, kneeling and stuff, he had the mask on. But, yeah, that sackcloth over his head, that was creepy. If you see Friday the 13th Part 2 anytime soon, I think the best part is when Jenny finds herself at Camp Blood, at Camp Crystal Lake, the old camp, and she's in one of the cabins, and she's standing there kind of like catching her breath, and through the window in the distance you see Jason running for the cabin in the distance. That hood and that, the coveralls, and he looks like a inbred hillbilly with some kind of weird deformity going on there. That's creepy stuff, man. That's skin crawling edge of your seat type of stuff. The mask was good. Don't get me wrong. The mask was excellent. But the franchise kind of went and proved that anybody throwing a mask on pretty much takes over that identity. and it focuses more on the mask than it does on the person behind it. In part 5, we had an ambulance driver donning a different style of mask, but for all intents and purposes, everybody thought he was Jason because why? He had the mask on. You show any child a hockey mask, and right away they say, Jason, 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 Jason. You show them the sackcloth, they don't know that. So, it's an original concept for the franchise. Okay, that hood was used for movies like The Elephant Man, you know. So, not the first time I've ever seen that type of mask used, but definitely for this franchise, it was original. It was a one-time thing, and it was the most excellent mask. Later on in the franchise, they just kind of show how commercial that mask became. Like when they show the billboard in the Manhattan, Jason Takes Manhattan in Part 8, they show the billboard, they show a hockey mask, and then they cut to him, and he's standing there in downtown Manhattan with the same hockey mask that's in that sign, you know, and the mask has been blown up, ripped up. The psychic chick blew it up on his head, ripped it in half. It's burned, it's been dragged to hell, and he still has it. What, you know, what's that all about? Excuse me, nasal passages. But yeah. Long story short, it is now 8:11 in the morning, and I said I was going to go to sleep about 2 hours ago and have yet to do that, so I'm kind of like trying to keep the old train going up here. But yeah, Sackcloth Jason is the best one. As a matter of fact, if I get a chance to today, I'm going to go look for my my 25th anniversary, I believe it was 25th anniversary Friday the 13th set, so I can post it on here, and it has Friday the 13th Part 2 Jason in it, and his mom, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, man, thanks for the question, and you know, I'm glad to see that I'm not the only one who thinks that mask is awesome. They really should. I mean, they did a little nod to it in the remake of Friday the 13th, which was cool. But they kind of went through all the stages of his life all in one movie. They showed him as a little child. They showed him with the sack on his head. And then they showed him with the hockey mask, all in one movie. So I usually tell people, oh, it's like 3 movies in one, but actually it's not like any of the movies in one. It's just him in all 3 of those stages in one movie. So I guess we'll see what the remake of Part 2 or the sequel to the remake will be like, huh? Maybe they'll bring the sack back. I think that would be awesome. Well, that's it for now. Thanks again. What do you like? What do you guys like? Do you like the sack? Or do you like the hockey mask? Comment below, as Mr. J Absolute Sublime does. Down below. Yeah, comment and rate, subscribe, as they say. Or don't subscribe and don't rate, but comments are always appreciated. Thanks. Have a great day.